Okay.
We're back with another cockeyed video.
No. Desiree!
Welcome to Digress with D&E, the show where the plan is, well, to digress. Des and Elena take your stories, your questions, and whatever random thoughts pop up and turn them into laughs, detours, and a little bit of chaos. Now, it's time to digress.
Welcome back to episode... Is this episode 6? Or is it 5?
I think it's 5, girl.
No. This is episode 6.
We're not saying episodes. We're going to get lost the whole...
We back here somehow, you know? So, preface, okay? We're going to talk about first something kind of lighthearted. And then we're going to talk about something not lighthearted at all whatsoever. But we are a lighthearted, we are a funny podcast. So if we do like end up like saying something and we're like, hee hee, it's not because we're trying to disrespect nobody or anything. It's just because we're like, what's like, how else am I supposed to react right now? You know, like what? Yeah. So, first, today, I would like to ask, Des, how was your day?
It was great. I worked all day. How was your day?
I was typing.
Studying.
No, I wasn't. Studying. I was researching. I was like,
she was studying all day long.
And I did not sleep last night, and that's okay. Sleep is for the weak. That's not true. Take care of yourself, love yourself, you know, etc. Don't like do that. Like sleep is for the weak. Anyway, so our first segment is a recent topic I've seen a lot on TikTok. There is this thing where, you know, and it's a lot with like men to women that I've seen a lot of it, but honestly, it be applying to everyone. It's about how, you know, sometimes when you want to ask someone to be your girlfriend, what do? You're like, okay, let me do something good, cute for her. Let's put some roses on the bed. Let's put some letters and some balloons over the bed.
Like, will you be my girlfriend?
Will you be my girlfriend? On the bed. In a hotel room, in your bedroom, in your boyfriend's bedroom, in your girlfriend's bedroom. Mm-hmm. I hope not in your mama's bedroom. Spelled out everywhere. They got the pillow balloons. Then they got the candles that lead up with the fire. And then the
little line leading up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How do you feel about that? If someone did that for you, or you did that, have you done that for someone?
I've definitely done that for someone.
You have? What occasion? Oh.
Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Like.
Period. Has someone done it for you?
No.
Oh, damn. All right. Well, so would you ever do that to ask someone to be your girlfriend?
No, I'm way more original.
Okay. So there's this thing where women, or it's mostly women saying that they don't like decorated beds, like the rose petals and chocolates, all that, because it implies that they have to have sex with the person who's doing it for them. Oh. It like implies that you are going to hook up with him after. Like, I took you to dinner, you know, I made you this chocolate, bro. I put these balloons up.
Okay, but are you gonna say yes
to the girlfriend question? That'd be fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, if you're gonna say no, then you can be offended all you want. But like, if you're gonna say yeah, you better get down and dirty.
Wait, what? You don't.
That's not
that word.
You don't have to, but like, you're saying it as if someone's doing a nice. Here's the problem with a lot of people these days. People do nice gestures and you still find a problem with it. All right? That's just my honest opinion.
So that's what literally someone wrote. I have a little TikTok someone made, and the text on it said, while you are complaining about men decorating beds to ask someone to be their girlfriend, some people are out here doing it with no gift.
Like, really?
I mean,
I'm not going to say y'all doing it without, like, but at the end of the day, like, really, though, but, like, some people out here aren't getting wined and dined and rose petals and all that stuff. I think that if someone's showing you, I don't think their intent is, like, we gonna fuck on this bed. But I think they're, like, they probably watch a video or two and they're like, oh, yeah, this is what guys do. This is some fun stuff. Or even girls, like some studs or whatever y'all be doing out there. But
no, I've done that for a man.
You know what I mean? You thought
I didn't imply. No, I didn't think about sex. The reason why I did it, okay, and this is why I kind of understand it. The reason why I did it is because I saw a bunch of videos, people doing it. I was like, that's what you're supposed to do.
I don't think it's wrong to put.
Because I didn't even.
Why is that so serious?
I just like did it.
I don't know. Like, I put the rose petals on the bed with some intent.
Oh.
I ain't even gonna lie to you.
I don't want to know.
Getting down and dirty. I mean, what you expect? It's not like you have to. You can say no. Like, the word no is a thing. You can say no and just walk out. But, like, why not? I mean, you got the rose petals, the wines, the flowers. Like, they just went to Dollar Tree.
But, like, imagine you, like...
They just went to Dollar Tree.
They probably did just go to Dollar Tree.
I got real roses, and I plucked them bitches.
Okay.
But point is like, they went to Dollar Tree or wherever they went, and they did all that work. I mean, you don't have to give it up, but, like, why not?
Yeah, but imagine you're like, okay, oh, thank you so much. I'm going to collect all this stuff off the bed and leave now. Like, yes.
I mean, you can do that too. You can do that too. That's crazy as hell, but you can do it. You're allowed to do it.
Damn, like, we're not going to hang out. But then it would be like, okay, so.
But if you valid, it's up to you.
The original video, it says, this generation's so lustful that it was normalized that a man is decorating his whole bed to ask his girlfriend to be his girlfriend. And then it'll be like, to be loved, not lusted. Comments were saying, he gives ritual. I don't know how to explain it, but I don't like it. Or it implies a transaction.
Or you could just be honest and be like, hey, like, next time I just don't really like this because it gives this vibe.
But then, like, that's fucked up too, right? Because then they do all this
I don't
effort.
know. You're allowed to say whatever you want to say. If you don't like it, then you can say that.
It's the intention.
I don't think there's any intent behind it. I'm going to be honest with you. There ain't.
You don't think they're like.
Say something mean.
Okay, go ahead. Say something mean.
He probably won't thinking that hard. Like, he was not thinking that hard. He was like, she's going to love this shit. I got rose petals. And you know what's going to happen is he's never going to do something like that for you again because he's going to be like, oh, she ungrateful.
Someone else said a guy only had his bedroom to show stuff to me for Valentine's Day and he put it all in the dresser and it was 50 times better than if he put it on the bed.
I mean, but at the end of the day, like... Why not like the rose pet? I just don't get it. I don't get the extremities. I've never had a problem.
All right. So there's another thing that happened. Dudes started posting their before and after pictures.
Oh, now that's different. Okay, that's different. That goes to a different extent. Like, now you just showing y'all sex video.
It would because it would literally
Roses
be like the
busted
slide.
Up.
Yeah, the slide. It would be like, oh, nice and pretty, like. Happy Valentine, or like, will you be
There's
my
a mirror
girlfriend?
behind the bed, and he's covered in roses, and sticking to him and everything.
My God, yeah, and it's like,
and he's trying to film the bed.
You slide it, and it's like everything everywhere. The chocolate
that's different. That's completely different. Then there's like, I intentionally put these roses here so I could take a before and after. But like, if a guy's just sitting there trying to like wine and dine you, and he's throwing roses on the bed, I don't think it's bad intent. Now, he's sending the bros in the group chat. Always check the group chat, the bro group chat. That's how you gonna know anything.
About burped. Hold on. Continue.
That's how you gonna know anything. Check the group chat. You gonna find out what the intent was if you check that group chat.
I always check the group chat.
I know you do.
That's
check
the first thing
chat.
every time.
Don't check my group chat, but check that group chat.
Your group chat about to get checked.
You are my group chat, bitch.
That's me too. My group chat is like you and Adley, and it's literally me being like, the political state of the world.
Yeah.
I'm literally like going.
You can check my
my group chat.
It ain't nothing but stupid shit, and then it's gay shit.
I'm playing. I'm playing with you. But listen, so there's that, and I don't know. So the thing I'm thinking when I heard this was, okay, it is a little, like, a lot to be like, will you be my girlfriend? Here's my bed I present to you with the candles and the roses and the gifts on the bed. Like, to me, that was like, okay, will you be my girlfriend is crazy. Like, y'all just started dating. He's like, all right, I asked you to be my girlfriend. So
there's not enough context in this scenario for me.
In my head, that's like, all right.
So you made a scenario up.
Yeah.
I'm not included in the scenarios.
Okay, if this happened to you.
What happened? Tell me.
They'd be like, will you be my girlfriend? And
I don't like men. What you talking about?
She did it.
I'm hopping on that bed and going ham.
Okay, never mind. You don't, bro. Okay. I'm gonna say you don't count, bitch, because you be horny, bro.
I'm flying on that bed. Clothes transforming mid-fly.
I know.
They gone. Woo!
They like
they rip open. They gone. I'm flying. What you talking about?
I'm flying out the window.
Yeah.
But like
going to cookout right afterwards.
Okay, that's great. So the will you be my girlfriend thing? I ain't doing that shit. Because that's what this, like, what they, I'm not. I'm sorry.
I'm better than that. I really am better than that. And so is she. So, I don't know.
I'm not. I just don't want to do it.
I mean, just look at him and be like, I've had more standards than this.
No, I wouldn't do all that. I'd be like, oh, that's so sweet.
So you
Let's
lying, you being
go
fake.
out there. I mean, like,
let's fuck on the couch.
That's not.
Because I don't like how you decorated the bed. Let me get a rose cheek in my ass cheek.
A rose cheek. A rose petal.
Let me get a rose petal on my ass cheek real quick. I mean, fuck it.
I mean, okay.
Nah,
I don't know what I would do, honestly. I would be like, oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. And then, like, be like, hang out, maybe. Like, cool.
Bed still has will you. That shit better be destroyed.
I'm not like I'm just on that wavelength, you know. So, but what I understand is like a Valentine's Day with your partner. Mm-hmm. You like we together, and it's been like a few months,
okay,
type shit. That makes sense to me. Like you're.
I don't know. That's the only time I've done it. So
yeah, because I would be scared to do that. Like, will you be my man?
Rose
well, actually, you know what? That's so different.
Move out. Oh.
They be up everywhere. I don't know. I haven't done it, but that was just my initial conversation. It's just like about how like people are saying like lust is super normalized, and I don't know if that's like a bad thing. Or
I think
a good
it depends
thing.
on context. Though, like I think it is the person your partner. Is it just a person you just started fucking with? Is it someone you've been with for 2 years? I mean, I think you want your man to lust after you. Like
after, yeah.
I mean, I'd hope so. Like keep the romance alive.
But I feel like wait, do you need lust to have love?
You need both.
What if they're asexual?
I love my asexual people, but I lust and love.
Okay, so in general, you think
I do both.
Okay, but do you think love has to have lust?
I think I want my relationship to have love and lust.
Okay.
I think I want to always want to have my hands on you.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to be sexual, but I want half of it to be.
Okay. That's valid. Like,
I
feel like that's a lot of people.
Half. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want someone to make me feel sexy.
What if you get old?
I mean, after that, then it just comes into the, damn, we out here taking our teeth out, acting stupid. Like, but our whole relationship was built on, you better still find me sexy as fuck when I'm wrinkly as hell and my titties dropping like bouncy balloons and shit. Like, the fuck? You better come tie these balloons up. What?
I don't want
that
find me sexy
bro.
As hell.
What you mean? Let me take these teeth out real quick.
Now you're just having fun with it. You get old. Yeah, I mean really, shit. If you're with someone that long, it really should be like I mean,
obviously the fizzle's then gonna, like, that lust is gonna turn more into, like, just, we're with each other, we love each other, like, we are each other, like, we're one and the same at that point. But, like, we still better be getting our freak on when I'm 80 years old.
Yeah, some of this is I do think a little bit of it is dramatic. I think it's scenario to scenario.
I think it's scenario. I really do think it's scenario.
Yeah, it really depends. Right, yeah. Right.
But you're allowed to say no and be like, that was cheesy. I didn't like that shit. That was weird.
You trying to get me all up on that
You trying to get me up in
me like buzz down on these rose petals. The candle about to catch the bed on fire. Yep. Then what?
Now we all gonna be on fire.
Now we dead. No.
Do better.
Do better.
Take me on a cabin trip.
Ain't no way. All right, moving on to our next subject. I'm gonna talk about one specific thing. So, wait, that was like a hard shift. This is a hard shift. I'm sorry. I was just like,
we're going into
hard shift.
Professional mode.
So Colorado is like a state that is definitely known for a lot of devastating shootings, like Columbine. 12 people were killed in a movie theater in 2012, Aurora, and then an LGBTQ nightclub in Colorado Springs where 5 were fatally shot, and then the mass shootings at Scoopers and Boulder, which killed 10 people. Recently, there was a shooting in Evergreen, Colorado, and it ended up being 2 people were injured, and then the other person committed suicide. It's like a thing that we keep coming back to. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's like a constant. It needs to end. It needs to end. It needs to end, and it never ends. And finding the problem. It's a huge like pro-gun, anti-gun thing. Finding the problem is like, I don't know. I don't know how to find the solution. That's the word I'm looking for, because we all have the same problems, right? Like, we all see these things and we're like, this is obviously a problem. I don't think anyone's looking at a school shooting being like, great, thank you, let's have that.
I'm so happy that happened. That's great.
Yeah, no one's thinking that. Like, everyone is like, that's horrible, that's sad,
Yeah.
I hate that. I mean, there might be a few people in the world that are like fucking sick, yeah, and they're like, "Ugh." But that's horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible that someone felt like a 16-year-old person could open fire with a handgun in a high school.
Yeah.
A 16-year-old was like, yeah, hell yeah, let's do that. And then took their own life.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane that we're living in a world where that is just like a constant thing. Like, this is constant. It feels constant. I feel like I'm hearing about a different shooting everywhere. I just like, it's Colorado. There was the Catholic Church. There's a lot of shootings. And then I just feel like, I don't know if the solution is guns. I don't know if the solution is people. I don't know if or getting rid of guns. I don't know if the solution is getting rid of guns. I don't know if the solution is keeping guns. Some people say the solution is to have. Everyone has a gun.
Yeah. I don't think that's the solution. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't really think that's a good solution, because then what? It's like, I don't know. It seems like a different version of like Sodom and Gomorrah, like the idea of that. But it's people don't really know if the shooting was targeted or random. One of the detectives noted that it could be a little bit of both. They don't know. She wasn't able to provide any information about how they obtained the handgun.
Yeah.
Or who owned it originally.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure I have all my facts straight. That's why I'm like kind of slow, because I'm like, let me make sure everything's correct. I know that they said it was radicalized, like stuff from the internet, and that's what they're suspecting. It was but we don't know what that is. We don't know what the radicalization is.
Yeah.
We don't know if it's the right. We don't know if it's the left.
Yeah.
Me personally, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Nothing should make it doesn't matter if it's the right or if it's the left. Nothing. There is no reason a 16-year-old should feel like they can go and hurt their classmates, or like they should. They shouldn't ever be in a position where they feel like that's the only option.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah. I think it comes down to starting off mental health. Like, obviously there's something mentally wrong with that person if they feel like they need to go and shoot up anywhere, like anywhere. Because obviously there's multiple different places. The hatred in your heart, the mental health. One big thing I think is so wrong with our society is mental health, and how it's not looked upon. It's always a joke. There's always, oh, this person has this person has this, but let's fix it with this. It's never actually, there's nothing actually done about it. And then the second thing is how easily accessible guns are.
Yeah.
I mean, they're so easily accessible. Like, you can go in anywhere right now, any gun shop, and you can get a gun.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, there are some places but there are some places that'll do background checks, but then there's some places that under the table just don't care.
Or some people.
Yeah.
People who will get them
from
for
multiple
you.
places. And the worst part is that most of these school shooters, and like most of these school shooters get the guns from their parents.
Yep.
Because they're not locked up, they're not put away, they know the passcode to it. Like, why does your 16-year-old know the passcode to your gun box?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Why do you not have a gun box if you have a 16-year-old?
If you took the right steps of getting a gun box, because I'm not saying that nobody should own a gun. That is not my thought process on it. I think that you should own guns, but I think that there should be limitations on who. And I think that there should be strict restrictions on how you should have your gun, where you should have it stored, who should be able to know the codes to these things. Like, it should be so much harder to get a gun than it is. And there should be so many safety restrictions on them.
I think it should be harder to get a gun than it is.
Yeah.
But I personally believe it's the person behind the gun.
Yeah. I mean, it's whoever's standing. Anyone can grab a gun, but like, who's going to do what they are with it?
Anyone under 18, or honestly, even under 20, probably shouldn't be wielding a firearm. But you can be in the Army at 18. Yeah. So
I mean, you can hunt at
any age, right?
Age, you know. And I hunted as a kid, and again, I was taught proper care of a gun. Like my uncle did not play that. Like you held the gun correctly or you got the gun taken away and you went inside. Like there was no me going around the yard with the gun alone. Like I was tied to his hip. It was always on safety. But again, that's being taught proper gun usage. And it's not a toy. It's not something you could just run around and show your friends. Like, no, it was locked up in the gun box. Nobody had the key, you know, because back in my day, nobody had digital lock boxes. We had key boxes and nobody had that key except for him. So, but again, that prevented kids from, because again, frontal lobes not developed. You're a child, you're going around, you think it's a joke. And then guess what? You don't realize anything about that gun. You pull the trigger and now you've killed somebody. And that has happened.
Yeah. Where they just, it's not even like a planned thing.
It's not a malicious thing. It's just a kid grabbing a gun out of a box and being like, oh, I'm being a kid. Boom. The gun goes off.
Yeah. And then you get, it's just like, especially with media that we have now, we are so desensitized to everything. I can't even imagine Gen Alpha. Like being Gen Z, I'm already like, I see these horrible graphic videos on the internet and I'm like, okay.
That
what?
happened.
Like,
okay.
Yeah, like, oh wow, that like like you
feel sympathy as you should. You should feel sympathy. Please feel sympathy. That means you're a human being and you have emotions.
But the gore doesn't bother you?
Yeah.
And like that's a huge thing. Like kids these days, like it's, and some people will like look at it and laugh and like think things are funny. Like look at any
I just blew his head off in this game or like da-da-da-da-da. Like
so people are so desensitized to everything going on. And it's just, I really wish that I don't think we should have internet restrictions. I wish they taught internet restriction
safety
on yourself.
Yeah.
Not even safety, just like restricting yourself from certain things where it's like, so that was a video of a guy getting decapitated. Maybe I should put my phone down. Maybe I should like block this account. Maybe I shouldn't look at this because it's not normal to look at that and be like, okay, whatever. Boom. And I love horror movies. I love shit like that, but like a real human being. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that is, there are so many videos that I have seen within the last year and it's like real human beings actually just like dying, you know? The girl in Charlotte, the Ukrainian woman, that was a video that went around. Why would you just record that?
That's somebody's kid. Like that's somebody's family. That's somebody's sister. That's somebody.
Yeah. That's a person. Yeah. I don't care whose kids. That's someone.
And obviously the video popped up and, you know, you watch it and you're like, nobody reacts. Nobody helps this person. Nobody jumps in to even try to save this person. I know the reaction was very quick on his part, but even afterwards, nobody thought, let me help this person. They all went opposite directions away from this person that had just been hurt.
No one thought, let me chase this guy.
Yeah, nobody thought, let me try to get a picture of him, nothing. And I get trying to keep yourself safe because you have someone to go home to at the end of the night. But at what point are we just not humans anymore? Like, at what point do we just not care about other people anymore? Like, that's just a person that just got hurt. I'm going to say hurt. I don't care. Like, it's all about me. I need to run. Like care.
Like compassion, care, or sympathy.
Like,
yeah.
Any of that.
It's so gone. And it's just, I feel like it's mostly the internet. Desensitizing everyone to everything. Yeah. Like I even catch myself, like I don't even do like social cues sometimes anymore. Like literally I walked in here, I was like, oh. And like, I'm like.
Flew right by.
I know. I was like, what? I need to like, and I do that with y'all. Yeah. I'll literally just like walk and my whole, like everything I do is online. Everything I do is on the internet. I feel like I'm like this. Yeah. All the time. I'm like interacting with people online all the time. I hear the craziest shit. I see the craziest shit. Yeah. Like, I study law. Like I'm like.
Yeah. There was a video the other day of someone saying that they used to be so amazing at speaking and talking and communicating with people. And now when they speak, they like don't know the words that they want to use anymore. Yeah. Because they don't communicate with people anymore. Everything's over phone or they're so invested in something that's down here instead of
face to face. Yeah. They be on Snapchat, Instagram DM, Telegram, Grindr. Telegram is crazy.
Your brain has to be challenged.
Yeah.
Like, or you just lose it. Like, it's got to be challenged.
1000%. 1000%. It's going to be a thing where like, And even like social interaction, like over the phone, I think it definitely can affect how you interact outside of it because of how, like even like dating apps have been, or even just like internet servers. Like you go on Reddit and you message someone, you're like a 21F WYD. Bruh. Hey, hello, how are you? What's your name?
Yeah.
You know, it's not that anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm like, sometimes you get really used to that. And it's just like a constant, like you go in person to talk to someone and it's just like constant, like, oh shit, I didn't do this. Oh shit, I didn't do this. Or sometimes people don't even think that.
Yeah.
Like what they were talking about, like the Gen Z stare.
Yeah.
Yeah. You heard about
You're just
that?
like,
yeah. Where they're like,
you're not even like talking to the person. You're like, oh, I'm totally communicating with this person right now, but you're not.
they'll be like, my barista at Starbucks gave me the Gen Z stare because they'll be like, hey, do you guys have any of the egg bites? And then the person's there like,
Yeah.
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 Yeah, we do. And it's like comes off as rude, but
Yeah.
and then like people will come back at it and be like, you just asked me while I was overstimulated on my long shift. I have anxiety, da 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 da.
Yeah.
I'm get over it. Oops.
I don't agree with her on that.
No, I do. This is one thing about me is I've dealt with a lot of shit, okay, like people, where it's been like oh my God, I'm anxious, or like, oh my God, I'm this, I'm that, I'm the third, but to an extent where like, okay, you're anxious, period. I understand. You're overstimulated, period. I understand. You gotta work. You got a job to do. You know, you gotta. And it sucks because that's just humanity. That's capitalism. It's so unfortunate, but you got to wake up in the morning. You got to do stuff. We're on
drifting around in the universe,
paying every day
bills.
to be a floating ball, to be on a floating ball drifting the universe that I didn't ask to be born in. Yeah. But
Thanks,
again,
Mom and Dad.
you got to do it. You got to do it. Or there's the alternative where you spiral and you go through scenarios where like, I don't want to use the school shooting as an example, but it sounds like radicalized internet things. Like it makes you go to drastic, like extremes, like certain extremes. Like even in my head, I think it's insane to be radically left or right. Yeah, I think that's ridiculous because then you're not even following your own thought pattern anymore. Yeah. You are following a thought pattern of all these other people or what the government wants you to believe.
I find it so weird to make a politician your whole personality.
No, yeah.
That scares me. Like when I see, and I'll see it on both sides, but like you see like Joe Biden, and then you'll see Trump, and you'll see both like flags everywhere and like literally down to the shutters on their house are the colors. I'm like, oh.
I saw one video a few years ago where a girl was like, Donald Trump, please. She was like getting like, or no, it was a dude. It was a whole dude. I don't even know. It was a dude with a MAGA hat and he was getting pulled over and the cop was like knocking on his door and he was like, please, Donald Trump, please, I pray to you. And I was like, you're praying to Donald Trump?
That's crazy.
What? Is that a religion? That's crazy. I don't respect that religion. Yeah. You know, even if you were sitting there praying to Joe Biden, Mr. Biden, I don't respect that.
Those politicians don't care about you.
They don't give a shit about you. None of them.
Shit about you.
No politician cares about you. Like, I guarantee.
For me, I think even, obviously I know politicians don't care. Like they're just saying what they need to say to win whichever side they're on at that moment in time. Like half of them don't even believe the shit they're saying. We're being completely honest with you. Like some of them were originally Republicans and then they go to Democrat. Your whole view didn't change that fast. You just want to be president that bad.
Well, there's another thing. Not just, because Trump used to be a Democrat. That was a thing. He used to be a Democrat. Now he's a Republican. But I do respect people switching between it. But typically, I don't know, because like you're doing it to be president. That's different.
You mean to tell me you went from anti-abortion, from anti-LGBTQ to anti-trans, and I hate WIC people and SNAP benefits, and now you suddenly love gay people and you love trans people and come on, don't lie. Like you're just doing which agenda is going to fit you the most. Yeah,
I mean, definitely. I think it depends on the circumstances because I have genuinely seen people go from Democrat to Republican and Republican to Democrat over time. Because in general, like when you're switching parties like that, it's because you're changing perspectives. People believe what they believe because they have different shoes that they walked in. They have different environments around them when they grew up. They have different people in their ear. Like it's about everything going on around you. Like what is it called in sociology? It was called something. It was like development. I don't fucking know. It's called something.
But do you think all of your views, every single view, because they will literally switch from a whole, like I just said, all of those things.
I believe people can change all their views.
Opposite, every single view. I think that even me as a person, I can't agree with everything on one side.
I can't either.
But like, that's the thing. That's a normal thing to not be able to agree with every single thing on one side. You can't tell me that you switch completely to one full side.
Oh shoot, no. I thought you meant like all your views could change.
I think that views can change, but I don't think every single view you have. And that's the thing. If you switch all the way, you're going originally for a candidate as a Republican, and you're like, I hate all these things. And then you go for a candidate as a Democrat and you're like, I love every single, all this, that, and the third.
Everything going on over here. Yeah.
You're lying. There's some of those things you don't believe in, but be honest, be a true person, a true human being. Don't try to pull people and sway people and then not uphold your side of the bargain.
100%. I think it's important to be able to pull from both sides, each party. I'm not red, I'm not blue, I'm purple.
Yeah.
You know,
I wouldn't say I'm red or I'm blue, but I would say that I lean more towards Democrat because it fits closer with who I am as a person and not because financially I agree more with the Republican side. But for me, like who I am as a person, 1000%, that's going to outweigh anything that has to do with financial.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I genuinely don't like the government. Yeah. I don't like anything about the government. I don't like politicians, so I am not red nor am I blue. Yeah. There's social issues. Bitch. Yes, I'm Elena. I like literally social issues. I can understand perspectives of both. Yeah, I could fully understand the perspective of a full red wing person, and I could fully understand the perspective of a full Democratic person because I will try to have compassion and understanding of where they grew up, who they were around, who they surrounded themselves with now, what their job is, what their income is. Like, surprisingly, most rich people are Democrat. Yeah. And people think that that's the other way around.
Trump supporters, like, let's be honest, are people who are on WIC and SNAP benefits and all of those things, and they still voted for it
because they're thinking about the financial aspect of it, right? Because at the end of the day, I thought this for a little while until about recently, but most people's mental health or their social environment, like when they're in a social situation, or social injustices, their mental health, the relationships they have with their family, all of that get better when they have a better financial situation. I feel like when you have a better financial situation, you're less stressed. You're not freaking out about, you're not mad all the time. Yeah. You're not like, I don't think anyone is like walking down the street rich as hell, like, fuck you, I hate you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like
I think that ties in with other stuff though, because there's a lot of rich people who have horrible mental health and their self because of the fact that yes, money cannot buy you happiness. It cannot buy you happiness. You can be the richest person on the earth, but if you don't have what you actually want, whatever it may be. I mean, everyone has different things they want in this world, but if you can't get that, then your mental health turns to shit.
That's why I said recently, I've been like kind of skewing my mind on that because I'm at a point where I feel somewhat comfortable, but like, like I'm not stressed about money, but then I'm like, oh yeah, there's that other thing.
Else. Yeah.
you know what I mean? There will always be that other
thing
you
have to stress about in this world.
That's why I said like I used to think that for a really long time that if our financial issues are solved, if people's financial issues are solved, if they were happier, they didn't have to like fully work all the time, they worked on having passive income, they got up and went to the gym every day, they would be fine. And I'm like, no.
Some of the poorest people that I know are happier in here.
Yeah.
And some of the richest people I know are not.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And so anyway, back to when we were talking about the shooting and stuff like that. Charlie Kirk got assassinated Tuesday. This will be out exactly a week after he was assassinated.
Yeah.
He was debating mass shootings with a member of his audience, like literally moments before he was shot dead on a university campus in Utah. My bad. It was Wednesday. I thought it was Tuesday.
It was
that
Wednesday.
It happened on Wednesday. I'm like, oh, let me get my dates correct. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. In my opinion, killing someone is never a solution. Well, okay, so remember a few podcast episodes back when we were like, oh my God, if someone like assaulted your kid, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad. I'm mad because this was someone exercising their right of free speech. Yeah. I believe that everyone deserves the right to exercise free speech, no matter what. And everyone's talking about it being a political injustice. Everyone's talking about how it's being broadcasted a lot more than people who are passing away or getting killed. Like, I'm not even going to say it lightly, like getting killed in protests, getting killed in riots, getting killed also in a political justice type. Like that, they were also exercising their right to free speech. They were exercising their right to protest. Yeah. The reason why this is so big is because his whole platform was, I am Republican. You know, I am going to go on this campus and I'm going to ask you, like, prove me wrong, you know, prove me wrong. And I'm going to sit here and spew my ideas at you. And that was his whole platform. I mean, like, millions of followers on everything. People, South Park made a whole episode about him. He got taken down after he was assassinated, which was, I've never seen a South Park episode yet. Actually, no, there have been a few that have been taken down. There were a few of them. But in a long time. It has been a really long time since I think they've taken down episodes. But that one was super recent. And it's just really freaky. He had like the Turning Point USA, right, where he had this like that was who he would go with to these campuses and that kind of thing. And I think like don't quote me on this, I think like Caitlin Bennett was involved in all of that. And that's like another person who does that. He was very close with Candace Owens. The video went completely viral on Twitter, on anywhere it could be posted. Reddit, everywhere. You know, I mean, I didn't see it on TikTok. I don't think TikTok allows that. I didn't see it on there.
It was on TikTok, but it would either blur or it would turn.
Yeah, because they have really strict community guidelines. But I could imagine it being on Instagram.
Is where I saw it. And the worst part is, I think I was using the bathroom. Like, I was genuinely just using the bathroom and I was scrolling, and I'm not even reading the words. I'm just watching a video because I've watched Charlie Kirk debate hundreds of times. Yeah. You know, like, I enjoyed watching him debate. Do I agree with anything he was saying? No. I didn't agree with him. I did not personally like him. I didn't like anything he stood for, if I'm being honest. But I do not believe that anyone deserves to get shot in front of their family, in front of their children, in front of their wife. I think that is the most malicious thing. But I'm sitting here watching it, and then it happens, and I'm just like, it's right there.
Because you think it's like him about to debate. I mean, he literally was talking about mass shootings, and he was like, list one that wasn't related to gang violence, and then literally got shot. And that was sick. And I feel like as a person, I should have had a deeper like sickness in my stomach when I saw it. Like, I should have been like, oh my, I was shocked, but I should have felt sick to my stomach. I should have felt
been more
like,
shocked.
Yeah.
What I feel.
Like, obviously I was like, oh my God, that's horrible, because not only like, that he shouldn't get shot in front of his kids and all that kind of thing. I don't think an innocent person should get shot ever. An innocent person. And I will say he's innocent because,
I mean, tons of people didn't like him, and that's completely okay. Tons of people hated him, and that's okay, but he didn't deserve what he got. And that's just the truth. Like, in my opinion, that's just the truth. He didn't deserve to be shot. He didn't deserve to be gunned down. And yes, people can say that, like, what was the quote he used when they were talking about mass shootings?
Are you talking about the one that he said right before he died?
Some people will die. Yeah, no, it was the one about some people will die.
Yeah.
Some people, there will be casualties.
There will be casualties when it comes to having guns because of, well, I honestly don't like taking those tiny quotes.
Well, I don't agree with what he said. Yeah. And I don't agree with him being shot.
Yeah.
Like, that's just the truth. I, as a person who believes that arms should be way more controlled, I don't agree with what he said, and I don't agree he should have been shot. Like, and if you're someone who has love in your heart, you agree the same thing. Like, the people wishing death and, like, the people that are glad that he's dead, come on, that's the craziest, like, the amount of hatred. Like, do I agree that other things should also be this publicized and this fought after and as hard as he is being fought for right now? 1,000%. But he should also, it's the same for him. Like, that should never have happened, ever.
No.
So
no matter what, you know, I hate that someone got shot.
Yeah.
I really don't like that people like are actively talking about how it is like a great thing. Like, some people are like celebrating.
Yeah.
And this is the thing that I think about that. Most of the people celebrating, I'm going to assume are anti-gun. I'm going to assume you're anti-gun.
So why are you happy?
If you're anti-gun, you should never celebrate gun violence.
Yeah.
I'm not anti-gun.
Yeah.
I ain't going to celebrate gun violence either. I don't, absolutely not. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh my God, like what? I didn't agree with a lot of the things he said because I remember, I saw this like a few years ago. He went on a campus and he was going up to people asking them like, ring or career, wedding or career, like, and it was mostly women. He was asking like women, like, do you marriage or career?
Yeah.
And it was obviously loaded because he believes in like a traditional household and like, you know, go make money, that kind of thing. I don't agree with that. I like to make my own money.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things he said I didn't agree with. Like I think abortion is fine. I have no problem with a woman making a choice. I actually don't think it should be in politics whatsoever. That's a choice between you and your doctor. But also like religion is politics, you know, when you come down to it, like politics is religion, even though we are supposed to have the separation between church and state, there is going to be religion involved in politics. People are always going to use that. And so with that being part of like the whole debate with abortion, that's going to be there. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. I did not agree with that. I didn't agree with a lot of the things that he said. They don't deserve to die. So that's period. That's how I feel. I have heard so many people, my dad like called me saying that someone he knew like was like, oh, he deserved that. And it's just like, if he didn't murder, sexually assault, or is a pedophile, I don't think he deserved it. That's just me. I believe that those are the three instances where it's like, I ain't judging someone for doing something.
I just think, especially
allegedly.
I joke all the time, like, oh my gosh, if this happened, like, I'd fuck that motherfucker up type shit. But like, I genuinely think like if those instances happen, like they just need to be put away in the jail. Like, yeah, that's my honest opinion.
Yep.
But
I'm not judging a reaction from someone or a, you know, family member of them, but honestly, the best solution would be jail. I don't like the death penalty.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of it because I'm not God. I believe in God. That's I'm not God. Yeah. So in no way, shape, or form am I going to be like, yeah, let me take that into my hands. Yeah. No, absolutely not. I'm a sinner, and you know, this is my opinion. Not one sin is greater than the other. Yeah. And
agreed.
That's what I believe, and it's just like, so one like key thing, like I kept saying, people say that they were wanting to watch it over and over and over again.
Sick. You're sick in the head. That's like you have a mental illness. And again, it's people that are like, guns are horrible, but I'm so happy he got shot. You don't get to be both. You do not get to be both. What happened was a tragedy. What happens every day with gun violence is a tragedy. Like at the end of the day, every instance that this has happened in is a tragedy. His is a tragedy. School shootings is a tragedy. All of it is a tragedy. There should be a fix to this, like point blank period. But that's just my opinion.
So it's a very left opinion to be like, he deserved what happened to him. And then I'm just going to be honest. Like, that's what it is. It's a very leftist opinion.
I have so many people that I'm friends with, or that literally there's one person specifically that popped up on my feed. And she is the opposite of everything you would think. She hates Trump. Like,
wait, is it the blonde girl with her hair like to here and she has the hoops? Oh, what's her name? No, I don't know. Okay,
I'm talking about an actual person.
Like I am too. Oh, you're talking about a person you know. Oh,
Yes,
shit.
yes,
My
yes,
bad.
yes,
I thought you were talking about someone. Oh.
She's like the blind girl with the hoops.
No, I saw one girl.
No, she hates. I mean, she hates everything that Trump stands for. But her reaction was the exact reaction that you would expect out of this, which is that like she didn't go, this is exactly what happens when you use guns, like blah blah blah. Like, I'm so sorry to his family that this happened, that this situation, that they have to deal with this. Like, this is the worst thing that could have happened in this situation. And my condolences go out. Like, no matter what I stand for politically, I'm still a human being. And at the end of the day, he was that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's as simple as that. Like, we can all come together and all of these times that these things happen and be like, how can we fix this problem that's happening? What's the solution to these problems? Instead of being so hate-filled towards each other and being happy that someone, yes, that I personally don't think was a great person, but had people that loved him. Like, so many people loved him, and me not personally, so many people loved him. But at the end of the day, he didn't deserve to die.
So yeah, the what I was kind of like leading to with the whole left thing is like it people on the far left, I'll say, are saying that he deserved it, and then people on the far right are perceiving him as a martyr, and they're like, "Oh my God, he is like the coming." Like, people were calling him like Jesus and stuff.
crazy.
Like, I was like, "All right,
Yeah.
all right."
No.
You know, I don't know if he's Jesus, but
Yeah.
with the whole thing around that, it's like that's where I kind of come in. Like, there's got to be a happy medium. Like, you've got to have some. It's not even. I don't even feel like it's red versus blue anymore. It's humanity, like versus insanity.
Yeah.
Like, people are losing their humanity by saying like, you, that's what you deserve. You know, like no. And there's a huge divide, and I think me personally, I noticed before he passed, he started to press Trump for the files to be released. He was pressing Donald Trump for the files to be released. He also was questioning Israel, everything going on in Israel right now, publicly. And he used to be one of the biggest like Israel supporters, and he was publicly questioning Israel, and he has a lot of followers. He has a lot of influence. He's not he doesn't have political power other than the fact that he has widespread influence. And I think that this isn't like the Luigi Mangione. This isn't like he was basically an influencer. He was a political influencer. Dean Withers cried, I believe that was correct, like bawled his eyes out, which was like his biggest opponent when it came to debating and that kind of thing.
Reaction to have to someone die.
Very Democrat.
Yeah.
He saw it on live. Like, I saw clips of it after, but he had saw it on live, like while he was on a live, didn't know, saw the video, initially cried, and then saw Trump announce that he had died, and like bawled and was like, I feel bad for his family, all that. No one deserves that. And I feel like that's the correct response.
There's a difference though with him. He got to actually see him. He got to meet him and realize this is a human being, whether his beliefs are the same as his. He is a human being. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's where these people have seen him online. They've seen this person say crude and rude things. And so for them, I think it's like, why are we putting someone who is so, in other people's words, and mean and rude and disrespectful above all these school shootings and all these things that have happened that are horrible, and what he agreed with? You know what I mean? So I see what they're saying, but at the end of the day, it still doesn't condone the hatred of, I'm so happy this happened.
Yeah, I no matter what, it's just not right.
Like,
so did you see that he was shot from 600 feet away? Do you think a regular person can do that with one shot?
I saw a exact graph of how far the shooter was, and
it was 300 meters.
Or
yards, 300 yards. I'm sorry.
There was a lot of, in the comments especially, there was a lot of like speculation of like, how can just a normal person shoot this? But then other people are like, I could do that in my sleep, da 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 da. But then that's probably the people who play Call of Duty every single freaking day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. I haven't personally done enough research into that to know exactly what that is. Again, I've been at work all day and this literally happened a day and a half ago. You know what I mean? So I haven't done enough research into it to know, in my personal opinion, what I think is true or not. I don't just base my logic off of the internet, the simple things like comments and one picture.
Yeah.
So I can't 1000% say what I think.
I don't like forming an opinion off of just like the like little quotes like that too. Like I
have
try
no
to pull
idea.
full quotes, because I mean a lot of people are mad saying that he said that he didn't like the word empathy, but I pulled the full quote and I was like, it's not even that bad. Like he said, I can't stand the word empathy. Actually, I think empathy is a made up new age term and it does a lot of damage. I much prefer the word compassion and I much prefer the word sympathy. Empathy is where you try to feel someone's pain and sorrows as if they're your own. Compassion allows for understanding. Yeah. And that was the full thing.
I think that the internet definitely makes sure to twist and crop things to fit an agenda that they want it to fit. You know what I mean? Whereas like if you go on TikTok and you're left wing or you're right wing, you're going to see all left wing. If you're left wing, you're going to see all right wing, and you're going to see what that side wants you to see personally.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So,
well,
I don't know.
A more local thing that occurred in Result. Oh, before I even talk about that, so a lot of people are speculating that he was killed because he started speaking out about these things, combined with the fact that there was a letter released that Donald Trump sent to Epstein on his birthday where he drew a picture of a naked girl, but it looks like a little girl, like this picture that he drew. Yeah. And he wrote in there, like, our secrets. I wanted to quote this bar for bar, you know. He wrote in there, oh, it's so sick. A pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret. Let every day be another wonderful secret. So and like signed his name, Donald Trump.
Encrypted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and at the top, like he had said, there must be more to life than having everything, and he said, yes, there is, but I won't tell you what it is. And then Jeffrey said, nor will I, since I already know what it is. Like, that's freaky. Like, that's terrifying. There are so many things coming out, and it's like that with the Charlotte thing trying to get pushed under. Yeah. Combined with the push that Charlie Kirk had for releasing the files. I think that, and like his kind of pushback with Israel, I'm not ruling that out. Yeah. I'm not ruling out that the government did that. Candace Owens, even she said, she was like, who hired this guy to kill Charlie? Which was, they were like besties. They were like, so I'm like, okay, that's terrifying to think about the fact that no matter what side you're on, because I feel like it doesn't matter what side you're on. If you give pushback to, if you were the Democratic Party's spokesperson and you push back on them a little bit, I feel like it could happen to you too. Yeah. And it's the same thing, Republican, you push back on them a little bit, it'll happen to you. It doesn't matter what party you're in. Like, it's just that pushback on the current government. Yeah. And it's going to be any government because they want control, they want power, and they want us divided. As long as we're divided, they are able to take control of us. Yeah. Like, divided we stand, united we stand, divided we fall. Yeah. Like, it's always going to be that way. Like, there's literally an amendment where it's like, you guys can overturn the government if enough of you are pissed. Like, it's cool. Yeah. And like, I think that's what they were trying to do back in the January when they stormed the Capitol. They were like trying to do that, but it didn't like go the way that
it did not go that way.
So now I feel like when stuff like that happens, like, people are kind of afraid to put a foot forward, you know, like, because it's like, oh, well, they tried that with their beliefs and, you know, not enough people showed up for that. And it was like overall the same with, like, I mean, most protests, like a lot of protests, like, you can't get everyone out in the way that they want you to constitutionally. So that is insane. Stuff going on like that, like, was horrible. And genuinely, I do say rest in peace. Yeah. Because
rest in peace to everyone who's ever been killed in any gun violence.
And I'm going to say rest in peace if you've been killed in gun violence or any sort of violence when you are expressing your freedom of speech. Because no matter what you believe, you should always be able to say what you want to say. That's like straightforward. That's what it is. So one in Johnston County, there's a teacher who tweeted about this instance. And, you know, he liked, a lot of conservatives liked him. We're in North Carolina, you know. His comments about Black people in the LGBTQ community, it drew a lot of anger from people. And some teachers expressed their frustration over the reaction to Kirk's death. And so there's a Wake County teacher. I don't want to air names out really. I'm not going to do that to someone, but she had posted, this is the exact tweet she gave. She said, Black people stating RIP for a bigot white supremacist is crazy talk. Never mind. I just said the name. Whatever. This dude lived to talk expletive about you and yours. What did he say about Black women again? Let his ass RAH rot in hell. So this teacher tweeted this. Did I quote that well? I don't know if I was like stuttering over that, but
fun. I mean, I heard it.
Okay. So this was something that a teacher posted, and a lot of conservative groups, parents, moms are demanding that the Wake County school system does something about this high school teacher that said that Charlie Kirk should rot in hell. I want to know your opinion.
That's an iffy one because she used her freedom of speech.
Right.
She said what she felt. And do I agree with it? Absolutely not. I think that that's rude and crude and disrespectful. But again, that's her freedom of speech. Like,
do you want someone who supports gun violence teaching your kids?
I don't have that choice. Like, that's the thing. I can't make that choice. That's the problem with the world we live in right now.
Okay. So I don't think...
Like, I don't make that choice. I can have an opinion on it all I want, but I don't get to decide that.
She's expressing her freedom of speech. I don't think she should die for it. But I personally don't think someone supporting gun violence should teach children. That's my opinion. I'm just saying, like, if someone's out here like, yeah, hell yeah, that happened.
I mean, obviously the answer is you don't want someone like that teaching your kid. But you don't get a say in that. That's the sad part. And that's what this freaking America comes down to. This freaking America comes down to is you don't get that option. You don't get to decide that. You know what I mean?
What you're not changing, you're choosing.
Yeah.
So that's what these moms are doing, these parents. And I honestly I wouldn't even assume it's just conservative parents because honestly, like I don't lean either way. Yeah. And I would still be like, I'm sorry if I do kind of sound conservative. I'm not sorry, but I do sound conservative as hell right now. But I would not want someone who said something like that to teach my child if I had one. Giddy pie or toe beans. Yeah. If they were in school. Seriously though. If they were. No, I'm just saying, bro. If they were humans. Okay, you know what? I'm not a mom, but like really in my head, like hypothetically, I wouldn't want like my little cousin to go to a school where their teacher is saying stuff like that and like pushing that into their head. I don't think schools should push politics into kids' heads at all.
Repeat what she said again.
She said, Black people stating RIP for a bigot white supremacist is crazy talk. This dude lived to talk about you and yours. What did he say about Black women again? Let his ass RIH rot in hell.
I mean, but then we come back to what did Charlie say?
Shit. I don't even know what she's referring to. Well,
I'm saying what did Charlie say? Like, I don't want someone teaching my kid that promotes gun violence, but like also at the end of the day, we could refer back to what Charlie said on like at the end of the day, some people are going to die when it comes to gun violence.
Well, I wouldn't want him teaching my kids either.
Exactly.
That's
so
like
I don't think any of it's right. Like that's the problem. But she used her freedom of speech. Like she said what she was thinking, and that comes down to that freedom of the speech.
But when you're
freedom of the speech,
remember when we talked about Teacher Bay?
Yeah.
When you are a teacher, you have to obtain a certain image, or what? Because what if her kids got on there and saw that?
That's the thing. What I want again is not an option. I think at the end of the day, freedom of speech. She's using her freedom of speech. If we go back to what you said earlier, which is they need to use their freedom of speech, they're allowed to use their freedom of speech. She's using that. I don't think she should be fired for it. Do I think she needs to be less freaking hateful? 1000%. She's hateful as fuck.
So they're asking for like an action. So I don't know if it's fired or something like that. But I do think this person is going to face some sort of, punishment or something for saying that online. But also you're right. It would infringe on your right to free speech. But then there's a job, right? Yeah. You can't get hired for certain jobs if you have a certain digital footprint. Yeah. You can't get hired for certain jobs if you say certain things online. Yeah. So that's not infringing on your freedom of speech.
I think then you're going to get that clap back of like, then why did Charlie get to do it? Because he's not under someone. No. He went out and he did this, and now he doesn't have to answer to a board of schools or a board of education or whatever it might be, and he can just say whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, because his job was to say whatever he wanted.
That's the thing, but some of the shit he said was even more crude than what she just said.
100%, but he's not teaching little kids.
I'm not going to speak on that. I'm not going to speak on that.
I don't think politics should be in school.
RIP. I don't think politicians should be in school. And I also, I think a lot of things. I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
Say it.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
Okay. Why you got to stop saying that to me?
No, that's a touchy subject because at the end of the day, someone died. Mm-hmm. He didn't deserve to die. Mm-hmm. I did not like him, but he did not deserve to die. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's a touchy side. It's whatever you're looking at. Of course, the conservatives are going to be like, yes, 1000%. But then when Charlie said what he said, they're like, yeah. Like,
yeah, but do you think they were like, they were sitting there like, oh, hey, little Jimmy, watch this video of Charlie? I mean, some people might. But do you think all of them are really doing that? Like, look what he said. He said,
I don't know what.
Have you met
the world we live in?
People should die in schools.
Have you met the world we live in?
Yeah, I have, but I'm like, think like the percent of like, because again, there's extreme conservatives.
This person could genuinely just be a person that is angry at this moment in time because, again, like I said earlier, he's getting, and again, didn't deserve to die, but he's getting so much. I mean, we're having our flags right now. We're showing so much support for him right now. Where was this when other school shootings were happening? Where is this when everything else in the world that has to do with gun violence is happening?
I 1000% agree.
So they're angry. Mm-hmm. Does it make their actions correct? No. Did it make his actions correct? No. But that's the problem with being so farsighted on both sides is you can't reach your humanity. You're just immersed in the hate between both of you. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like this person might be the most amazing human being. Mm-hmm. Okay. She might be the most amazing human being and this just tripped her and made her absolutely freaking angry. Okay. So I can't make that actual decision because I don't have context. Mm-hmm. I have no idea who this human being is. I do not know her personally. I don't know anything about her. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I can't decide over one quote that she said, just like I can't decide over one quote that Charlie said whether he was an absolutely horrible person.
100%. So, but what I was asking, it wasn't like determining whether or not she's a horrible person. Yeah. It's determining whether or not like, yeah, sure, that probably triggered her. She had an outburst and then she went to the internet and she wrote about it as a teacher where her kids could see it.
Her actions might have consequences.
Yes. And like all actions will have consequences. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the thing. Actions might have consequences, but some of them aren't deserving. And that's just the truth.
I agree I agree with a lot of, I see what you're saying and I agree. And I can understand from a perspective of, why people are so mad because they are having flags and all of that. It's a big, like, that's another thing. Like, I don't want to be like all pissed at people who are saying shit like this. Like, oh my God, like, I can't believe you had that outburst. But I understand if you can tell someone to rot in hell, no matter who the hell they are, unless murderer, pedophile, or, like I have the, like, look, I'm serious. Like, I don't, sexual assault, I don't like that shit. Okay, I don't, I'm like, okay, rotten hell. Yeah. Literally.
I get the anger of where they're coming from because why are we only doing this for one person?
Okay.
Why are we only voicing this for one single human being when children, our kids, our innocent kids who have never said a single bad word about anyone except like you're a booger picker. Like, come on. Never said a bad word about anyone are getting killed. And this man who spoke so much hatred into the world has been killed. Again, did not deserve it. They're angry. It doesn't make it right.
Is it his fault how the people reacted after he passed away?
I don't think any of this is, no, let me word that different. I don't think he can decide that action. I mean, he's sadly has been taken away. Yeah. But again, that's what happens when you worship people so hard and you have the politicians that we have in office right now. Like, just in general.
All of them. Every single one.
Every single one of them. When we have such hate-filled people and you have one wing just like, yeah, and then the other wing's like.
Because in a perfect world, we could just, honestly, in my head, in a perfect world, we could literally just
fix every bad thing that happens, but we can't.
Because we are human.
Yeah.
It's flesh. It's what, it's, people are fucked. Like, all people are fucked. That's what we can all agree on.
School shootings and mass shootings and all the things that are happening should get just as much. I don't even want to say clout, because what is that? But like, just as much airtime as this one human being.
But the reason why that's getting so much airtime is because it was his whole platform. Yeah. Like, it was literally his whole like thing. Like, he was like on it, like a face of that party. Like, of course, Donald Trump is going to be like, yeah, we're going to half fly the flags because this person supported me through everything, because politicians are selfish. Every single one of them.
But then you say that he might have.
I know. No, it makes sense. No, that makes the most sense for him to be doing that. He was the face of everything. Okay, I'm getting there. I'm not done. So he's the face of everything, right? For the Republican Party. Why would he not do all this stuff for him if he did get him killed allegedly?
I don't know.
Why would he?
Again, I haven't done enough research into that to actually know
it would
what
make
the hell
more
we're talking
sense
about
for him to do all this honorary shit, because why would he want people to know that he killed him?
I mean, I haven't done enough research into
I know,
all
I'm
that
sorry.
stuff.
I was just like, that was me. I had to bring it up. I was going to be true to my opinion.
All right. I forgot to look at the camera like the whole time.
No, I know. I was like, I'm like, motherfucker. Wait. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very nice.
Very good. Very nice. That's how it should be.
Yeah. I didn't mean to like aggressively.
But, all right. Until next time, guys.
We digress.